Hi guys, it's Hari from the Plot Malaysia. My post-match reaction and player ratings from a fantastic game at the Emirates last night. So yeah guys, what can I say about that game? Pep Guardiola, mind the gap Pep. We're coming for you. A really tough game on paper, guys, going into it. I won't lie, I was nervous going into the game. Primarily because we needed to win the game with City having dropped points at Palace. It was away from home at the Emirates, never an easy ground, but Arsenal have been in terrific form, 5 or 6 wins on the bounce, playing some lovely stuff. I've maintained this from day one. From the start of the season, Arteta has put a really good squad together and they're playing the right way. He's got them well drilled. They defend high up the pitch, they press at the right moments, they work as a unit, they press in numbers. Everything is very done in unison, and they've got a really young, promising squad. A young squad filled with talent, hard-working players, players who are willing to work for the cause. And I think he's done a great job of clearing out and really building a good, young and talented squad. So I'm going to start there. I was nervous going into the game. And you know what? That first half was nervy. We started off well, 2 or 3 really good fast corners. One Dijk denied by Ramsdale from a header from a corner. And then after that, in my opinion, it was 50-50, but probably Arsenal shaded that first half. They were dominant. They kept the ball. Our press didn't really work. We couldn't get the ball off them. They kept the ball. They played between the lines. And they kept finding the danger man, Gabriel Martinelli. Now, what have I got to say about this guy? He's a top draw player. Klopp speaks very highly of him, and I thought he gave Trent a really tough time, especially in that first half. And we were having a really tough time containing Arsenal. And to be honest, I'm going to go back on that. I think we contained them well in terms of chances created because it didn't really create any chances. But we couldn't really impose our game on Arsenal. We were not able to keep the ball for long spells. We were not able to get our attacking players into the game. I've got to say, Mane on the right didn't really work in the first place, which is why him and Diaz changed flanks. Diaz didn't work on the left as well. He didn't get the ball much, to be honest. And then they shifted flanks a little bit better, but still not great. Jota down the middle, quite ineffectual. If I'm going to be honest, he was not linking the plays. A different player to Bobby Firmino. And then, thankfully, we went in 0-0 at halftime. And I thought, whatever Klopp said at halftime, I'm quite confident, to be honest, because whenever we go in at halftime, having not produced Klopp, and I've got to say, more important, I think Pete Krakowicz and our analysis team do a brilliant job because they really analyze the game normally, and then at halftime they implement these changes together with Klopp, and it always pays dividends, and it worked again. I think he wanted us to press in different parts of the team, to press in different areas of the pitch. He wanted the players to find the half spaces, do a better job, and then keep the ball better and get the attacking players involved. And guess what? It worked a charm. Started off poorly. Thiago Alcantara gave away a back pass to Lacazette. He couldn't take advantage of it. Slipped in Odegaard. Alisson made a brilliant point-blank save. But then 2 minutes after that, Thiago shows his brilliant side. Keeps the ball. Great vision, picks out a through ball to Diogo Jota, who finds a space brilliantly between the right back and the centre back. So Suarez and Ben White, and then takes it into his strike. And Jota has got a great strike on him in general. It was a brilliant strike, powerful strike on his left foot. The good thing about Jota is proper two-footed. He strikes with his right and his left equally well. Great strike on his left foot. Picked out the near post. Ramsdale made a mistake, but guess what? Thanks, Aaron. And 1-0 Liverpool. And right after that, and to be honest, the substitutions were planned before that itself. They were ready on the touchline. Then Jota scores a key goal. But right after that, Klopp goes on with the substitutes. Jota comes off. Diaz comes off. Had a not great game, Diaz, but you know what? He's still a top-class player. And then the man who I was crying out for comes on. And I'm going to say this again. It was not Mo Salah. Mo Salah, obviously, yes, for the goal threat, but I thought that game was crying out for a Bobby Firmino. If you guys remember in the League Cup when we won at Arsenal 2-0 as well, Bobby's the one who started the move for the first goal by Jota with a brilliant flick, a back flick into the path of Trent. He links the play perfect. He's perfect for the way this Arsenal team plays. He drops into pockets. He links the play between the midfield and attack really well. He presses well from the front, and he starts that move. He presses well, wins the ball, feeds Thiago, Salah short block. Robertson, persistence, and then drills a cross, and Bobby Firmino's touch for the goal. Only Bobby does that, and then the celebration as well to back it up. Top draw, Cicinor. I mean, he may have slipped down the ranks in terms of starting lineup and in terms of starting every game, but there's always a place for Cicinor in this side. And in my opinion, we keep him at every cost because no one plays a number 9 or false 9 better than him. He can train future 9s that we have, attackers we bring to the club to play that role. Just training with him day in, day out, and training will help them. So I'm a big fan of Cicinor, and I think we keep him in any circumstance, even as a player coming off the bench, an impact sub, starting certain games. He's a big game player, and he had a big influence in that game. After that, after he and Salah came on, it was all Liverpool. We kept them quiet. Martinelli, occasionally, almost scored at the end, was still a threat. But we kept them quiet. We controlled. We slowed the pace of the game down. We kept the ball well. And then, if anything, we looked like the most likely team to get a third goal. So, all a brilliant performance. And guess what? The main thing about this game was to get a win. We got a win from 14 points behind City. This unbeatable City or invincible City in December and early Jan. We've brought it down now to 1 solitary point. We're 1 point behind the Citizens. My opinion, City is still the favourites because they've got the points on the board and because of their easy run-in. But guess what? We've got the momentum and we are going to hunt you down. I'm fairly confident we will hunt City down. It's our turn. We've missed out to City twice. Remember the 13-14 season, Gerrard slipped, for example, and then obviously missing out by a point as well in the season before we won the league, or the season we won the Champions League, for example. Third time lucky. I think this is our year. We win. We close it out with wins. That's what we've got to focus on, game by game, win game by game, and I think we will take it. That's the confidence I have. So yeah, guys, brilliant game. I'm going to say stand. I'm going to give our player ratings as well. So very quickly, Alisson in goal, 10 out of 10 for that save alone. That allows us to win. He concedes that, the complexion of the game changes. So Alisson, 10 out of 10. Distribution was good as well. Right back, Trent, he had difficult times against Martinelli, but guess what? He stood up, played, and he also drilled some really good balls into the forwards. But Martinelli did give him a tough time. So I'm going to be honest, I'm going to give him a 6.5. In defense, Matip, contender for man of the match. 10 out of 10 for me, Matip. He was brilliant. Van Dijk, 10 out of 10. Awesome. Robertson, with an assist, outstanding. 10 out of 10 for me as well. Giving a lot of 10s today. In midfield, Jordan Henderson, I thought he did a good job defensively supporting Trent. And he's worked great as well. I'm going to give Jordan a 7.5. Fabinho was outstanding. 10 out of 10 for me as well. Big part of that defensive performance. Outstanding in midfield. Thiago Alcantara. Thiago will take a 9 just for that assist. Outstanding. And then he had a big party, a lot of interceptions in the game. I think his stats were brilliant. So he gets a 9 for me. Up top, Diaz. One of his poorer games since joining the club. So I'm going to give Diaz a 6.5. I'm going to give Diogo Jota. I'm going to give Diogo Jota an 8 actually because of the goal he scored. Key goal. If not, he's probably on par with Diaz, but he scored a key goal. So Jota gets an 8 from me. On the right, Mane. He had a goal disallowed. His game improved in that second half. First half, he was quite poor in my opinion. I'm going to give Mane. I'm going to give Mane a 7.5 actually. And then Mo Salah comes on, has an impact. Obviously, very involved. I'm going to give Salah an 8. Bobby Firmino, Cicinor takes a 9 for me because he changed that game. He linked play brilliantly. He changed that game. Scored a great second goal as well. Bobby takes a 9 from me. And then Curtis Jones comes on right at the end. Curtis, you can have a 6 for closing out that game. Guys, those are my player ratings. And that's my review for the game. City, we're coming for you. We're going to gun you down. Momentum's with us, guys. That game on the 10th is big. But game by game, let's focus on Nottingham Forest. We're still in that cup as well. We want to progress. Catch us again, guys. We're back with a live show early next week as well on the Plot Malaysia. Till then, ta-da, and you'll never walk alone. Cheers.